You're in the middle of something, a quote, a supplier call, trying to figure out why last week's schedule fell apart, and your phone rings. You don't know who it is. Could be a new client, could be someone angry, could be nothing. But you answer it anyway. Because in a cleaning business, every call feels like it might be the one you can't afford to miss. And if the person on the other end has a thick accent, Mandarin influenced English, Tamil, Malay, you're working twice as hard just to understand what they need. You are translating it in real time, guessing, clarifying, hoping you got the address right, and then you hang up. And you're not even sure if you captured it correctly. So yeah, when people ask me, can voice AI handle accents in Singapore? I get it. That's not a technical question, that's a trust question. But here's what I want to say. The accent issue is not really about accents. It's about what happens when you are the only point of reliability in your business. Every call is a decision you have to make right now. Every enquiry is something you have to process, remember, and act on immediately. You can't afford to get it wrong. So you stay sharp, you stay ready, you stay on. And that's exhausting because the real problem isn't whether voice AI can understand a Singlish inflection or a heavy Tamil accent. The real problem is that right now, you're the safety net. If the call doesn't go well, there's no backup. If you miss something, it's gone. If you misunderstand, the client doesn't come back. So the question isn't just can the AI understand accents? The question is what happens if it doesn't? And that's where the anxiety lives. That's what most people get wrong about automation. They think it has to be perfect. They think if the AI mishears one word or asks someone to repeat themselves or can't catch every detail on the first pass, it's failed. But that's not how reliability works in a real business. Reliability isn't about perfection. Reliability is about nothing important disappearing. Right now, when a call comes in and you're busy, you have two options. Answer it and lose focus on what you were doing, or ignore it and hope it wasn't important. Both of those options cost you something. But what if the call just got handled? Not perfectly, not with zero follow-up, but handled enough that the person feels heard, the key details get captured, and you can look at it later when you're ready. That's what changes. You stop reacting in real time. You start reviewing when it makes sense. And suddenly, the accent issue becomes a lot smaller because you're not trying to get everything right while you're standing in a client's lobby or halfway through payroll. You're looking at a summary, a transcript, a recording. You have time, you have content, you have control. Let me tell you what that feels like. It feels like your phone stops being a source of pressure. It feels like you can finish a conversation without wondering if you missed something. It feels like you can open your day without that low-level dread of what if someone called and I didn't hear them properly. You're still involved, you're still making decisions, but you're not doing it under pressure anymore. You're not performing live a review. You're choosing, responding when it makes sense. And here's the part that surprises everyone. You actually hear your clients better this way because you're not just trying to survive the call. You're not juggling three things while someone's talking. You're calm, you're clear, you're present. That's what automation should give you. Not perfection, space. Now, let me be clear about something. This is not about replacing you. It's not about handling your business over to a robot and hoping for the best. If someone's telling you that voice AI will run your entire customer service operation unsupervised, they are selling you something you don't need. What I'm talking about is much simpler. It's about taking the urgency out of the call. It's about making sure nothing falls through the cracks while you're focused on something else. It's about giving you the ability to respond thoughtfully instead of reactive. You stay in control, you still make the decisions, but You make them from a place of calm, not chaos. And that's completely different way to run a business. So if you're watching this, here's what I invite you to do. Take a minute and ask yourself, where in your business are you still reacting in real time? Where are you still the safety net? Where do you feel like you have to stay on just in case something comes through? Because that's where the pressure lives. And that's where automation can actually help. I run a 30-minute conversation for cleaning business owners in Singapore who wants to figure out what this could look like in their operations. It's not a sales call, it's not a demo, it's a conversation about whether the friction is and whether automation makes sense for you. If you want that clarity, click the link in the description and book a time. No pressure, no pitch. Just a calm look at what's happening. Thanks for watching.